Warren L. Booker Jr.
Let's see.
Hello, people. This is Warren L. Booker Jr. Thank you so much. We have reached 100 subscribers. Actually, as of today, it's 149. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's keep it going. Good day, people. It's your boy, Master Chef Warren L. Booker Jr. with another episode of the soon-to-be internationally known webcast entitled The Potluck. I'm so excited that you guys have joined me tonight. I will not be before you long. At least that is not my plan. However, if the Lord see fit for it to be otherwise, then it shall be. I do want to apologize about last week. I was working on some production work. I was planning to share some behind the scenes stuff, and that just did not happen. I got so involved in what we were working on that I just totally forgot. So I do apologize for that. And if nobody else checked me about it, my mom did over there on YouTube. Hey, Mama, I love you with all of my heart. So, of course, I am Master Chef Warren L. Booker Jr. And just for clarity, I am not a chef, even though I can cook. I know my way around the kitchen, but that just goes with the theme of the potluck. As I like food, we have a potluck theme, and basically, I'm serving up whatever you have bought or whatever menu that I have prepared for today. I've had some people ask me like, "Oh, so are you really a chef? Can you cater?" No, no. I'll leave that. I have a referral. I have a referral for you. So, with that being said, we're gonna start off with true potluck fashion, where we share our appetizer, and the appetizer for today reads as follows: We today stand on the shoulders of our predecessors who have gone on before us. We are their successors, must catch the torch of freedom and liberty passed on to us by our ancestors. We cannot lose in this battle. Again, we today stand on the shoulders of our predecessors who have gone before us. We are their successors. We must catch the torch of freedom and liberty passed on to us by our ancestors. We cannot lose this battle. We cannot lose this battle. I feel like I need to say, may the Lord add a blessing to the readers, hearers, and doers of his holy word. That just seems real scripture like. But I guess because it is the truth. And today's featured menu item is marching to the beat of my own Black history. Again, marching to the beat of my own Black history. There are some people that may say Black History Month is over. Not for me. Again, I am Black History, or it's Black History Month 24/7, 365. And we have to get out of that mindset of it being just 28 days and sometimes 29 days and then poof, be gone. That is not the case. Marching to the beat of my own Black history. And anybody who knows me know that I'm a marcher. I'm a march. I've been marching for many years. I was a drum major, worn too smooth back there at Palm Beach High School, rolling back, doing the back bend and touching my head with the ground. I'm not going to try to do that to this day. But needless to say, being that drum major has taught me how to march in life, how to march for things that have meaning, that have purpose, and just make sure that I put my all into everything that I've been doing. So I've been marching for Jesus a long time, and I'm not tired yet. So today's topic was inspired by someone. I heard some students in the hallway say, "Man, Black History over." That was the other day. Black History Month is over, and I said, "No, it's 365, meaning 365 days a year." And I thought about that. Oftentimes, even myself, I put more emphasis during that time. And I think that's part of the purpose of it. However, I'm always thirsty and quest for knowledge about my history. But sometimes we look for national history or things of people who we have not met and not discounting the things that they have done. But sometimes we have Black history right in our church. Sometimes we have Black history right in our family. Sometimes we have Black history right in our home. And you say, "Oh, that's just daddy. That's just mama. That's just Uncle so and so." And we never stop to acknowledge. But I think it's important to do so. It's important to know your family history, the pedigree, the accomplishments of your family. I really think that if the younger people are aware of that and they know that, then they're probably would want to continue that legacy. Because most of the times, I don't know about y'all, I don't want to let my parents down. I want to, to make them proud. Now, I think there are some people in here. If you would give me some hearts, give me some thumbs or something so I can feel the love. I see Deneen Higgins is in here, my old St. James church member. Thank you so much for tuning in. Somebody just gave me a thumbs up. I didn't see what that was, but thank you so much. Just do a roll call. Do a roll call. How you doing, Billy Francis, my frat brother? Thank you so much for tuning in. So again, we are marching to the beat of my own Black history. And again, as I was saying, sometimes we downplay the things that our family have done. Even sometimes we downplay the things that we have done. It's okay to say, hey, I've done this, I've done that. As long as you know what your source is, then it's okay. Recently, my students had to do elevator speeches or elevator pitches, and it was hard because we're taught to don't, kind of dumb it down. Don't make it seem like you cocky conceited. Don't be going telling people what you've done. But that's important because that could be inspiration to let them know they can do the same thing. Hey, you have ADD and you've done this, you have this and you've done that. Why not share it? Why not share it? Sometimes we're afraid that people may hate on you, may feel as if that the family won't support you. I've even had family like, oh yeah, your little movie. No, we don't do little over here. We don't do little over here. Um, Call it what it is. Be proud of it. Stop calling your stuff a little play or a little business or a little. No, it's big. It's huge. It's major. Some people have not done the things that you've done. Pump it up. Be your own cheerleader and stop downplaying people that you know and even yourself. Sometimes people say we're like crabs in the bucket. I say get out the bucket and then they can't pull you down. Get out the bucket, get out the bucket. Simple as that. If that's the case, they can't pull you down. So I think we also should listen to our elders in the family. Learn the history. While you're drinking that beer and the soda water and that fish, and having a barbecue outside, make a moment where the young people can learn about the history, or just have conversations with the elders. Hey, it's a different time. There's nothing new under the sun. They could teach you how to do some things. They could teach you how to help you stay in your marriage if it's healthy. They can teach you how to do finances. Think about it. Our ancestors did not make the amount of money that we're making, but yet and still they did well. That could be you too. Just talk. Ask family what they did in certain situations. It just helps. And I can say that I appreciate, again, the people who have contributed on the national level as it relates to our history. But I also want to say that I appreciate the things on the local level in my family. I'm very appreciative of the things that my family has done. And I have a quest of knowledge to learn about those things. And the first person I'm going to spotlight is my uncle. This is my uncle, Boyd Bowie, who was injured in a car wreck as a child. However, he stated that he chose to put his ability above his disability, and he became a Harlem Globetrotter. A Harlem Globetrotter, my Uncle Boyd. He was known as One Arm Boyd Bowie, but guess what? He did not let what was a disability shadow overshadowed his ability. So, needless to say, he not only was a Harlem Globetrotter, but he also later became the owner and the manager of the Harlem Globetrotters. I'm quite sure your family may have some history as the same. You just never have asked, or you never looked. The next person I'm going to show is a person that's near and dear to my heart, which is my grandmother, who is in the center. And she is from the same community that I was born in. She still lives there. And she was the first educator that came from our community. She was honored years ago on a float, and that was acknowledged. And again, this was during a time where it was not wanted. Well, we were not wanted. African Americans were not wanted in certain schools. She graduated from AM&N and then later went to Fayetteville and received a master's. And truthfully speaking, that was my motivation to at least match that and get a master's. Saying if she could have accomplished that during a time as such, well, certainly in a time as such that I live in, I could do the same thing. The next person I want to spotlight, and I'm almost done, people. I told you I wouldn't be before you long. Um, is my great grandmother, Miss Maddie Booker Fair, who lived actually where my family still live now to this day. And she was featured in the newspaper because she grew a potato in the shape of a duck. Now, they acted as if they didn't believe it. It reads here, Miss Maddie Fair of 3904 East Pullen Street displays a duck-shaped potato that grew in her backyard garden. She said the potato weighed 4 pounds. Miss Fair said that nothing special was done to the potato to make it take this unusual form. It just grew that way. So again, they act as if they didn't believe it, but if my grandmother said it, my great grandmother said it, I believe it. This was October the 8th, 1972, and it was published in the Pine Bluff commercial there in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. So, Big Mama, hopefully we're making you proud. That's what we called her, Big Mama, Big Mama, Big Mama. All righty. Also, the next person I'm going to show here, actually, I'm on one side, my dad's on the other side, which is my dad. Despite any um, problems, he became a successful and still is a successful entrepreneur who has taught me about money, taught me about perseverance, has taught me about the side of business that people don't normally see or talk about, but yet and still he stayed, he persevered. I saw him work a normal job until he was able to work full time for himself. So, Dad, I thank you for that. Also, a lot of people can't say that they've met Dr. Martin Luther King. As you can see, I'm featured in a picture with Dr. Martin Luther King. Some people say that we actually kind of look alike. I don't know about that. I'm not trying to start no trouble. But how many people can say that they actually met Dr. Martin Luther King? And if you believe me, I'm scared. If you believe what I'm saying, I am scared for you. Um, that's a joke, so y'all can y'all can laugh at that. The next thing is my community. The Packingtown community is very near and dear to me. I am proud to be from Packingtown. I actually did a documentary over my community entitled "I Am Packingtown." Very proud to be from there. And have never been ashamed to be from Packingtown. However, some people may say, "Oh, you're from Packingtown," try to speak down on it. But guess what? Every time that someone has done that, I came back and I was able to say, "Hey, you talk about us, but we've done this, and we have police chiefs, and we have disc jockeys, we have this, we have that, we have people." Hey, because I talked to my elders, I know who we are and what we have produced and will continue to produce. Even recently, um, I had someone to make an untrue statement as if like you're not that proud to be from there. And that couldn't be farther from the truth. I did a whole documentary. That's all I talk about. I always say that I'm from Packingtown, Pine Bluff, Arkansas. So I don't know where that came from. That's untrue. But I am Packingtown. And I'm proud to be from the Packingtown community. And I see some of my family that is on here with me. Also, one other thing, I personally feel as if you don't have to be the first to be the best. Sometimes just because something is first does not always make it the best, but sometimes I was the first, and that's fine. Somebody has to be the first person to do something. That is totally fine. But again, typically after the first, there's a second, third, fourth, fifth of something. And with time, it seems to get better with time. Think about the first time you ever cooked. Now, my cousin said, KC said, "Me too, Packingtown proud. No other way, no other way." Think about the first time you may have just cooked, we'll say, fried chicken. It may not have been the best. You may have had a few hairs still left in your chicken. You may have burnt it. You may have fried it too long, not long enough. May have bit down into it and blood came out. You know, it wasn't your best. But now, over time and doing it, you become the pro. People will pay for your chicken. The same thing applies. Sometimes just because somebody is the first to do something does not make them the best. We acknowledge the fact that they've done that, but typically over time it gets better. So it may be 10 other people that have done that same thing. And not saying the last one may be the best. Sometimes the first time is the best. I recall the first time I cooked ribs, grilled ribs. And I marinated them and I pulled out the brine and I soaked them in my little sauce that I mixed up. I don't know what was in it. And those were the best ribs, falling off the bone. They were seasoned perfectly. What's up, Nakisha Rose? Thank you so much for tuning in. And I haven't mastered that again. So in some instances, the first will be the best. Sometimes it cannot be done again, just like the Egyptians and the pyramids. Nobody has been able to figure that out. So sometimes the first is the best. But also remember, just because you first does not mean It is the best. And also, if you're the first, you should want people to be just as good and or better. I think about parents. Most parents want their children to be better than what they were. So I think that it's important. So my advice to you is to talk to people. That's how you find out things. Network, ask questions, learn that you have value, know your value, know that you have worth, know that you are yourself are valuable. And then I feel as if you will live your life in a way that it is valuable. And history did not start with slavery. Our history did not start with slavery. Don't let nobody put you in a box and make you think that. And you, yourself, are you leaving evidence of your presence on earth? Are you changing things? Are you making sure that you are a trendsetter? Are you doing that? If you were to die tomorrow, have you left evidence of your presence here on earth? Now, I ain't ready to go no time soon. I'm not dressed and I'm not ready. And I know that I probably have sent up enough timber in heaven to at least have a tiny home in the tiny home community. Better yet, even if in heaven, you can put me in the projects and I'll be happy because it's heaven. However, there's more that I know that is in me to do. But yet and still, if something was to happen and I was to leave tomorrow, I think I will be pleased to say that I have done a lot. I have left evidence of Warren L. Booker Jr. being here on earth. Well, Lord, I ain't ready to go no time soon. That was just an analogy. So I just want to be clear on that. So, people, that's all that I have. What's up, Rhonda Fluker? I'm going to recap really quick with our appetizer that we shared today, and then I'm going to be out of here. And that is, we today stand on the shoulders of our predecessors who have gone before us. We, as their successors, must catch the torch of freedom and liberty passed on to us by our ancestors. We cannot lose the battle. It's Black History Month, 365 days, 24/7. And remember, our history did not start and will not end with slavery. Know your worth, know your value. Keep on marching to the beat of your own Black history. Question your family. Find out the things that your family have done and have contributed. That's right, Kanisha. I ain't trying to come home, not right now. Anyway, no, I'm not. Now, I do want to go when it's time, but I ain't ready yet. I ain't dressed yet. I ain't dressed yet. I ain't ready. What's up, Summer? Thank you so much for tuning in. And with that being said, people, that's all I have unless you have something else. Again, go out, be great, leave evidence of your presence here on earth. And I also think this may be befitting, and I'll close with this one of my favorite quotes. Popcorn is prepared in the same pot, and the same heat, and the same oil, and yet the kernels do not all pop at the same time. Don't compare yourself to others. Your turn to pop will come. And just like the picture that I just posted today, get on your mark, get set, go. Go out and be great. And remember, march to the beat of your own Black history. And you can make history. You can be, and you are a history maker. With that being said, thank you so much for tuning in to the potluck. I am Master Chef Warren L. Booker Jr. And remember, whatever you bring to the potluck, we'll eat it. We're going to ask who cooked it. If it's nasty, we're going to tell you. And remember, never to put raisins in the potato salad that you bring to the potluck. Have a great night. Be blessed. Be careful. I hear that it's raining outside. I've heard something about tornadoes, so take cover if need be. And just pray that they go back to the water where they need to go, as my godmother would say. With that being said, people, have a blessed day. I love each of you, and I'll see you next week.